Alright, let's spend some time this time looking at the powers of the various heroes that we have available. So, looking at them, we're going to first use them in hedge trimming, the next storyline quest. Jessamine is searching for information to help you in your quest to end the death curse, but in the meantime asks that you rid the nearby area of a tribe of pesky vegepygmies that have started to attack travelers. So let's look. Artist Simber is our ranger. He's got several different at-will powers. He can't change the first one because Bookmark is an iconic artifact weapon that he has in the fiction of the Forgotten Realms stories and whatnot. So that's not swappable. Careful Shot is our ranged attack here. He takes careful aim with his longbow, plus 10 to attack, does 2 damage. He can also do sort of a teleport, I guess. Creeps up on a nearby enemy before launching his assault. Creeps up in the shadows and reappears behind the monster to attack it. I'm pretty sure that I like having the plus 10 to attack more than the stealthy approach. I'm going to stick with what I have. Here, look, we've got some options here. In our utility powers, we had been using lightning reflexes, but it's not very good, in my view. He can do a second attack on whatever his last at-will attack was, but he does it at disadvantage. Or we can have additional mobility by allowing him or another ally to jump up to 2 tiles over traps and pitfalls. You combine that with Pass Without Trace and you have tremendous mobility. Now, if you're going for a pure mobile build, right, that would stand to reason that Stealthy Assault would work as well, but I like having the range, as I previously noted. Now, in the daily powers, you have one that is Ranger focused, Twisting Strike, Desperate Strike, or Lightning Arrow. Lightning Arrow we've used in a previous game. Attack one monster within 2 miles at a plus 6 for 3. All monsters adjacent to that monster also take 1 damage. Even if you miss, and it does 2 damage on a miss. That's really nice. If you go with Twisting Strike, you attack 1 adjacent monster, so you've got its melee, basically. A plus 7 for 5, but it's not spent if the attack misses. Then Desperate Strike, attack 1 adjacent monster, then get disadvantage, plus 8 for 4, but you still do 2 on a miss. If you are doing a quest where you're going to have one major final boss, and there are some of those coming up, I can see where Twisting Strike is more useful, but given that I want to stay at range, be able to move quickly, I like Lightning Arrow, and also I'm not doing any, right now, quests like that. Back here to daily powers. So his other iconic object is the Ring of Winter that factors heavily into some of the storylines in 5th edition and earlier editions, I suppose, including notably Tomb of Annihilation. It is a factor, although it's not the driving factor. It appears it doesn't render anywhere on him, sort of like, I suppose that's supposed to be Bookmark. It says dagger, but maybe it's a really big dagger. In any case, cannot target villains, that's the bosses. Flesh to Ice, kills an enemy instantly. Ice Fist, hurts and stuns the enemy. 1 monster within 3 tiles, oh that's nice. Then Cone of Cold, plus 7 for each monster on a tile, 1 tile away. I kind of like that. Choose any tile within 4 tiles and attack each monster on that tile. It's between Cone of Cold and Ice Storm. Ice Storm has greater range, but does slightly less here. No, this is good. Cone of Cold is what we're going to stick with here. And here I'm actually going to switch Right. Okay. Yeah, I've got Cone of Cold over there. Wait a second. Okay, I got it. I really don't want Ice Storm anymore. I'm going to instead swap to Ice Fist, because I'm not doing stuff up to 4 tiles away. And in the case that I do have something big, like a Garalin, then I can really put the hurt on it and stun it. Alright. Ashara. We haven't dealt with Ashara yet. Ashara is an Aarakocra, bird folk, basically. Wizard. Let's look at the at-will powers. First of all, Acid Splash, not swappable. Hurls a ball of acid. Attack one monster within 1 tile at +8 for 1. Another monster adjacent to your target will also be attacked. Literal splash damage. Chromatic Orb flings a ball of colorful energy at her enemy, +3 for 2. Or Witch Bolt, which is interesting because it's +6 for what does less damage, more likely to hit, and if it's targeted on the last enemy it hit, the attack hits automatically. I have used that some in other games. I don't find it as useful, actually. Even though it's a higher attack, it hits more reliably for lower damage. But most things that we're attacking aren't going to stick around that long. So I'm going to stick with Chromatic Orb for now. Mage Armor gives Ashara a +1 to armor class, and then that removes when the attacker rolls 17 or higher. Haste gives them an additional action during their hero phase to themselves or to somebody else. Or a web, cannot move for 3 turns but can still attack. That might be useful. I'll think about that in the future. For now, I am going to stick with Mage Armor and Web when I use her. Then 1 daily power. Hurls an acidic magic arrow at her enemy, is Melf's acid arrow, or there is Scorching Ray. So that's a +7 for 3. Hit or miss to become poisoned. Scorching Ray, +7 for 1, 3 times within 3 tiles. Or Sleep. All monsters in a tile fall asleep. Cannot target large monsters and villains. I'm going to go with Scorching Ray whenever I use Aarakocra. Back on to Dragonbait. Our trusty paladin has Holy Avenger. Again, iconic weapon. Not swappable. Swift Strikes. Attack 1 adjacent monster, then attack 1 other adjacent monster. Lunging Strike. Can move up to 2 squares in a straight line through empty, untrapped spaces to attack 1 monster. At +9 for 2. But I usually like to keep him up front. I have used... They're both good. I'm actually going to stick with Swift Strikes for now, and then I will change that if and when we get to a quest with a big villain. Utility, Shen State. Prevent the next monster spawn from happening. Last Stand, use instead of a Healing Surge. It's passive. Heroism adds 20% to the target's max HP. Spend that status to cancel a condition. I'm going to remove Shen State and replace with Heroism. Yeah? Yeah. Daily power, Grievous Strike. So right now we have Blessed Strike. Attack 1 adjacent monster. All heroes gain advantage on that tile before this attack. +8 for 3. Miss 1. Grievous Strike goes for damage +8 for 4. If the attack misses, the power is not spent. Or Compelled Duel. The challenged monster must move adjacent to Dragonbait. Dragonbait will then attack that monster at +10 for 3. Miss 1. And let's keep in mind that the Paladin is not very quick. Speed of 5 compared to Ashara has a speed of 6 and Artis has a speed of 6. I kind of like Compelled Duel. But I think the simple option for now is Grievous Strike. I can see where there are some tactical advantages. Oh wait, we missed one. Crusader's Mantle. Strength flows through Dragonbait and his allies, used during the hero phase. Each hero on Dragonbait's tile, Drabunbait, that's funny, deals +1 damage when they hit with an attack until Dragonbait's next turn. Again, Blessed Strike and Crusader's Mantle have a lot of tactical uses. I'm going to go with the basic grunt thing right now. Birdsong, a tabaxi bird. Tabaxi are cat people from the land of Mastika, which is sort of a Forgotten Realms version of Mesoamerica. At will trait, Bardic Inspiration, attack one adjacent monster at +4 for 1, which is pretty weak. But a hit or miss, other heroes on Birdsong's tile gain advantage. So the other at-will power here is Flashing Blade. Excellent at inflicting deep stabbing wounds. +7 for 1 on a roll of 18 or higher, deals +1 damage. I don't know if that's in addition to the crit that it can get, or that is a replacement for the regular criticals. Crits on an 18 or higher instead of on a natural 20. Poison Darts. A deadly shot with these weapons dipped in a deadly poison. Attack one monster within one tile. On a roll of 18 or higher, the monster gains disadvantage. +6 for 1. It's the only real ranged at will that Birdsong seems to have right now. Utility. Bardic Lore, which we have here. Familiar with any number of local legends and stories. Birdsong loots 2 treasure chests and can choose one between the 2. I think that just kind of lets us roll twice on the treasure chest table and pick between them. I don't think that's that useful usually. Dispel Magic is awesome. Cancel an encounter. That's more awesome when you can recharge your utilities. Jack of all trades. Apply Jack of all trades on every hero on Birdsong's tile. Lets them use their utilities without spending them. The effect wears off individually once they've used the utility power. Massive support. And then daily, Birdsong makes a particularly flamboyant attack with a dramatic strike. Melee attack +6 for 3. If the attack misses, the monster gains disadvantage, and this power can be used again. Hypnotic Pattern, a control spell, a pattern of illusions that bewilder and mesmerize. Used instead of attacking, all monsters on a tile within 3 tiles are stunned. Impressive blade work. Elaborate fighting software. Attack one adjacent monster. After this attack, all monsters on Birdsong's tile gain disadvantage. All of them do. This is definitely sort of a control bard. And Song of Rest. Used instead of attacking, every other hero within one tile either recharges a utility power or regains 2 hit points. Blop. Finally, Kawasha the Druid. Has a shillelagh. +10 for 2 melee attack. Straightforward. Produce Flame does a ranged attack. +8 for 2. Attack one monster within one tile. Thorn Whip is almost the same, except that this will pull the monster closer to Kawasha, which is handy because if they do show up next to Kawasha, he can hit them very hard with his shillelagh, which is why I like it. Produce Flame is good. Nothing wrong with it. Bark Skin, +1 bonus to AC. Loses it if the attacker rolls 18 or higher. Goodberry, minor amount of healing. Long Strider gets +1 speed. Again, that's probably situational. There might be some quests where it's useful. Daily. Oh, this is why. Because I have in the past played not with Wild Shape. Can use Wild Shape into an ape or into a Velociraptor. Or can use Call Lightning. I'm assuming that an ape is sort of a tanky, can soak up damage. Velociraptor is sort of a flashy melee DPS type. Whereas Call Lightning attack up to 3 monsters within 3 tiles. Fun fact, that is the iconic druid power from original D&D. Call Lightning. 3 monsters within 3 tiles. Select your targets. Then confirm your choice by using it again. +7 for 2 if you miss. For 1, I guess it's sort of like a saving throw kind of type of mechanic. We can use a 4th here because we've unlocked that slot. A hero. However, yeah, for demo purpose, let's just mess around and play with that healing support bard. We're gonna have lots of healing now. That's gonna be good. All right, let's see where it goes. Jessamine did not give us much detail, but the glimmer in her eyes hints that she might already be onto something. Until then, let's complete the task she gave us. Yes, let's. Okay. The Paladin won the initiative roll. Excuse me. And let's see. Let's just start off this way. Not much to do here. We have the Wand of Fireballs. He can do a little bit of range. I should have put that on somebody else. We can have a vegepygmy. We're looking for the village tile. That's what we're doing. Okay. I'm going to run here. Shoot there. Ah, the one thing that I have not 5% chance to miss. And consumes the Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Well, that's unfortunate. Nothing I can do now. Okay. It's funny to me that a belt is a consumable magic item. Another reminder that this is not actually D&D. Poison darts, can't quite get there. We don't... Yeah. We are going to go here. We are going to... I need to roll a 6+ or a 9+. Oh, that's nice how they do that. Or we get +6, yeah. There we go. Disadvantage on that one in case it attacks again before we kill it. And that will be that. Because I didn't want to use Jack of all trades yet, only because the druid wasn't there. There was no point in that. Alright. We are going to move right here and shillelagh. Okay. Again, no exploration on this turn, so we're going to get another Chwinga. Alright. Finally. Holy Avenger. Let's just finish this one off, let's hope. Okay, good. And then move. Again, we're going to explore. We're going to follow this little tree line here. Encounter interrupted. It says encounter interrupted. But we got it. Anyway, that seems buggy to me. The Boots of Elvenkind, either they're buggy or I don't understand how they work. I mean, honestly, that's 50-50. Alright. Careful shot. And then we're just going to move right here for exploration. That is a Velociraptor. Ambush. Choose the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. Spawn a monster adjacent. That's gonna be Dragon Bait. Let's save our adrenaline because I'm pretty sure. Oh, they're not adjacent to each other. That's frustrating and unfortunate. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move here. Now we're gonna use Jack of all trades because that gives it to all of them. And then we are going to do this because there's a better chance of getting disadvantage here, frankly. And that one has 2 hit points. Oh, not only would not give it disadvantage, we barely hit it. But a near miss is a hit, so that's fine. Attack each hero. Oh yeah, we're definitely interrupting that. We're all on the tile. I don't want a meteor shower right now. Okay. I'm going to get Barkskin. And lose Jack of all trades, which means that we didn't actually use up that power, I should say. We are going to move. We're going to move here because that'll just do an exploration and use Shillelagh. It's a good thing we have advantage too. Right. Got a potion of healing, which will come in handy later. I imagine when we find the village tile, there's going to be a big fight. And when that happens, I want to be able to use my adrenaline rushes on stat boost instead of canceling encounters. We can hope anyway. Let's see, we have Swift Strikes or just Holy Avenger. Let's just finish this one off. Yes. Can't miss on those. Could have hit level 7 shortly. I think that opens up that last slot. Alright. We are definitely sending Artis over here in a moment. First, though, we're going to careful shot here. The other potion of healing is handy. Can't quite get there this time around. Oh, there is a path out that way, or a path here. But I want to use Artis here regardless. So what I'm going to do is, on Artis's next turn, use Pass Without Trace to get there, and then jump over to wherever we are exploring at the time. That's the plan. Let's see if that works. I'm not really worried about the healing surges right now. We didn't lose it anyway. It's a good thing I didn't spend an adrenaline rush on that. That would have been a waste. Let's go this way, because that's where Birdsong, whose sort of codes is feminine to me, but you know, it's a cat, so who can say? That looks like a village. Vegepygmy Chieftain. It's a fun mask. I'd like one of those masks. You found the Vegepygmy village. If you defeat the chieftain, the other Vegepygmies should clear out of the area on their own. What, they're not going to nominate a new chieftain with the next strongest warrior? Well, we'll deal with that. That's not going to take much. Did calls support and then runs away. Alright, both missed the bard, so that's good. Alright, we have friends. We have this undead. Get them to show up here. Alright, undead there. So what we're going to do is we're going to level up. We get a common chest. And then we are going to... The thing is, we just need to finish off this guy. We're going to go here. Attack and stun the active hero. Interrupt. Oh. That is a very interesting... Okay. Alright. We're going to get here. That is all we can really do, except for going here. Look at that animation next time I use it. Attack and stun the active hero. That paid off. We really... Okay, now we've got some firepower there and some protection. Oh, the things we do for treasure. Chest of gold! I love gold. No. Okay, I don't have any. I can't do... Can I? Can I jump? Yes. Yes. So we can jump right here. Kaboom. So now we are in a position to provide more support. And we got the chest of gold. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when these plant fighters, plant warriors, the closest monster to the active hero gains advantage. That's going to be this one. No, you know what? We have adrenaline. Let's not. Good thing they are not very accurate, because there's a lot of them. Alright. Now. This is going to give advantage. If I did Bardic Inspiration, that will give Kawasha advantage. If I use Poison Darts, there's a chance they would get disadvantage. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Poison Darts on this one. And then we're going to run away. Attack the active hero with a deadfall. Miss. Alright. Now. Attack up to 3 monsters within 3 tiles. Of course. Of course. And of course. Yes. 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 There we go. Now we're talking. I don't know where this guy is going to go next time, but I want to try to stay up on him so I can hit him with Shillelagh. A random hero gains disadvantage and is stunned from Shivering Sickness. Again, interrupting that. Summon some support. Oh, he didn't go very far. Alright, so Holy Avenger. You know what? That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to spend that adrenaline rush like... You know what? It does 4 damage if it hits. I want to make extra sure that it hits. Really? At least we didn't lose the power. Okay, well... I thought that was going to finish it off. Attack each hero within 1 tile of the active hero. This would be our last one. No, I'm going to let it happen. Good. Conjures more. Runs away. See, this is the thing about having too many heroes in the party, is by the time it comes back around to, let's say, Kawasha, this chieftain will have had the opportunity to do a lot of different things. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move here. And we are going to try to finish it off. Ah, I thought that would work. You know what? I don't have line of sight. That's why. Apparently, I need to have line of sight. Fine. Alright. Nothing happens. The villains are going to do their things. See, this gives them a... It balances out. If you bring more firepower, the villains get to do a lot more as well. Alright. Did a little bit of healing with the Song of Rest. And that will be that. I'm going to let that happen because I'd like to think that we're not going to get back around to Birdsong. Aw, son. Yeah. So, Kawasha, who is hurting, is going to get this. Doesn't have this anymore. That's why it's grayed out. I wish that there was something more to show. Some symbol, not just the fact that it's grayed out a little bit. Because sometimes it's hard to tell. But in this case... Really? Okay, well... So much for that. Yep. I don't really need to do much else. The closest monster to the active hero gains advantage. It's going to be one of these two. I don't care. Alright, now, Dragon Bait's turn, with a +7 to hit that. Oh, Fireball. Fireball. How's this? Watch that. Kaboom! Oh, we got back our belt to full giant strength. Great. You've made quick work of the chieftain. This will surely drive them back for a while. let's go back to Jessamine and hear what she has in store for us. What does she have in store for us? Well, what do we have in store from this particular quest? We've got, again, 3 commons and an uncommon. I think that's what that is. It doesn't say. I wish it said. Okay. Got some XP, got a level. Almost like a full level, it looks like. That's not bad. Not a bad haul at all. What is the next one going to be? The Great Ape. Found a valuable lead for you to follow up, but we'll ask one more favor. A large white ape. Well, we'll do that next time. For now, all I really want to do... next time we might do a side quest too while we're here. But for what I really want to do is level up my druid with some crafting. You craft a secondary weapon with iron claws. Does that... So let's see. I want to check this now. When I get this extra daily power, does it give an additional power that he didn't have? Not really going to do this. I just want to see what happens here. Let's go back here. An additional daily power. Yeah, I guess it's additional time he could use it, maybe? Because I don't see any additional powers showing up here. That's what I was thinking about. Alright, that's enough for this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back the next day.